Hi everyone, my name is Shay and I am an embodiment facilitator at Honu Haven. And today I am here for the Self-Care September for the Lullaby Club. I'll be bringing to you a soft and gentle yoga flow, which is completely suitable for beginners. And if you haven't practiced any yoga before, this is the perfect opportunity to start to cultivate yoga into your everyday life. So for all of you that aren't quite sure what yoga is, it is a discipline. Now, I'm sure many of you have seen the physical discipline, which is the asana, so the postures, which we will be doing today. But yoga does involve so much more than just the postures. So yoga can be seen in so many aspects of our life. It's through our connection to self, at that unionship. It's a state of being. So I think that's a really important thing to remember before we delve into this practice. We do live in such a fast-paced world these days, so I think that now is such an important time to be practicing yoga, and I am very excited to share it with you today. So enjoy. Before we begin, let's ground ourselves in. We're going to take 3 long breaths, placing our hand over the heart, closing down the eyes, and starting our breath whenever you're ready. I'm just taking this opportunity to thank yourself for showing up today and joining me for this beautiful yoga flow. And coming back down to center. Excellent. So when you feel ready, we're going to make our way to the mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, that's absolutely okay. This can be done on your floor. It is very, very easy to do yoga whenever and wherever, and that is one of the many beauties of yoga. So to begin, we're going to meet ourselves in a tabletop position. Now, the key foundation for tabletop position is that we want our shoulders to be in line with our wrists, and we want our knees to be in line with our hips. So you will notice if you push yourself forward a little bit too much, it does strain those wrists. And the wrists do play a very important role in our practice. They are the foundation, the grounding of many of the postures. So it's imperative that we take care of the wrists. Okay, so to begin, we're going to inhale, lift the spine all the way to the ceiling, lengthen as much as you possibly can. And exhale, bringing the stomach down towards the mat, arching that spine into a cow position. Inhale, bringing that spine up towards the ceiling, slightly tucking the chin to lengthen. And exhale, bringing it down to the mat, lifting up that head to deepen that stretch. And inhale, bringing that spine up towards the ceiling again. Exhale, bring the tummy towards the mat, arching that spine into a cow position. Now we're going to slightly send the hips back, not all the way back to a child's pose, just roughly to this position here. Stretching out the arms. We're going to bring ourselves to an extended puppy pose. Now you'll feel a beautiful lengthening in the arms there. Bringing that awareness to your breath in this position. Noticing how you're breathing. It might be fast, reflecting the day that you may have had. Or it could be slow and ready to wind down on your mat and to connect with yourself. And whatever it may be in this moment is perfectly fine for you. Now we're going to just tuck those toes behind you, press up through the hands, and we're going to bring those hips towards the ceiling, planting our feet back on the mat. Now, if that is too much of a stretch through your hamstrings, you can slightly tuck the knees. So just bending the knees there. If you do have a job that involves lots of sitting down, sometimes those hamstrings can be a little bit tight. We can even walk out that downward dog just to help lengthen into that asana a little bit deeper. So walking it out, connecting your breath with your legs, inhaling, exhaling, inhale, and exhale, and moving your way back down to the mat. Now I want you to step or jump the feet forward. So option A, step, meeting yourself at the front of the mat in a forward fold. Option B, from our downward dog, jump. Whatever feels most comfortable for you in this moment. We're going to inhale, plant our hands on the mat. Inhale into a halfway fold. Lifting the chest and the head upwards. Exhale, bringing our way down into a forward fold. And again, now see if you can deepen that a little bit further. Inhale, bringing the chest and the head upwards. Exhale, deepening that fold. One more time. Inhale, bringing up the chest and the head. Eyes nice and soft, softening the body. Exhale, fold. Now as you sit here in your forward bend, bring your hands to your elbows and just slightly introduce a soft rock of the body, like a rag doll. Taking note of your breath and any sensations in the body that might be showing up for you at this moment. Tightness, tingling, they are all sensations and connection to self. And gently releasing the hands and stepping back the legs or jumping back. So option 1, step, or option 2, jump. We're going to meet here in a plank, keeping those abdominal muscles nice and tight in your plank. So tight, 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 squeeze the bum cheeks together. That will really help support your plank. We're going to inhale, lift the head. Exhale, bringing our body towards the mat, but making sure the chest doesn't actually hit the mat into chaturanga. And then dropping the body down. Inhale, lift the chest as high as you can, lifting yourself off the mat. Now, if that's too hard on your spine, you can do option 2, which is a modified upward facing dog. So just drop your elbows to the mat. You'll still feel that lengthening. And coming back down to your mat. Placing the forehead onto the mat. We're going to stay here for 2 breaths. And keeping the palms on the mat, tucking the toes behind you. We're going to send those hips upwards to the sky again into a downward facing dog. Now bring your left leg forward in between the hands, and we're going to lift and inhale, arms up towards the sky, warrior one position. And exhale, straightening out that left leg, dropping the left hand, sliding it down the leg, connecting with the left ankle. And we're going to introduce a short and gentle twist, tilting our head to face our right thumb. Now facing the thumb introduces balance. So really focus in on that thumb to hold that position there. And exhale, bringing the hands down to the mat. And now stepping that foot forward into your forward bend. We're going to step the left leg backwards now. And inhale, bringing those arms up to the sky again. Bending that right knee just slightly. Opening up the chest. Strong warrior one position. And exhale, straightening out that right leg. Gliding that right hand down the right leg, connecting with the right ankle. Your left hand is up towards the sky. Introducing that soft twist, gazing at the left thumb now into triangle pose. And exhale, bringing your hands down to the mat again. We're going to step the feet towards the front of the mat, planting the palms down, jump or step the feet backwards into plank pose again, keeping the abdominals nice and tight. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, making our way down to the mat, chaturanga, without bringing the chest to the mat. Excellent. Release the feet. Inhale into your upward facing dog. Option 1. Option 2, modified upward facing dog. And then exhale, sending the hips backwards now into child's pose. We want to bring our right hand and thread it through the left extended arm, deepening that stretch. And just drawing your attention to what your intention is for this practice. Perhaps what you are grateful for in this life, and seeing if you can harness that feeling, that energy, and bring it forward onto your mat today. And bringing that hand, that arm back to center. We're going to grab our left hand, threading it through the right arm, and taking that gentle twist. Again, thinking about what it is that you are grateful for, and perhaps it could be simply your body being able to be here today and show up for yourself, for your practice. Perhaps it is to try something new, that might be yoga. And bringing it back to center, we're going to grab our left leg and bring it forward in between the hands into our crescent lunge there. Inhale, bring the arms upwards. And as we exhale, we're going to grab our left arm and we're going to thread it on the inner thigh and around the body, connecting with our right arm behind us there. And just gently releasing those hands, placing them back back onto your mat. We're going to send that left leg backwards, meeting in a tabletop position here now. Bringing your right leg forward in between the hands at the front of the mat. Shooting the arms towards the sky, deepening into that lunge there as far as you can go. Inhaling. And then exhale, bringing that right hand, introducing a slight twist, looping it under the right leg, and then connecting with your left hand. And twists are beautiful for your digestive system, so you'll thank me later. Excellent, and releasing the arms. Coming back down to your mat and meeting at where we started in your tabletop position. This time we're going to send the hips backwards to take a restorative child's pose as we complete our sequence for today. So just widening those legs if you feel called to do so. And coming back down as we complete our practice and cultivating all of the energy and the release that you may have felt today, and honoring yourself for showing up on your mat and connecting to the body and forming unionship with yourself. And just sitting here for a moment longer if you feel called to do so. And you can sit here as long as you like. And on that note, I just wanted to say how truly thankful I am for this opportunity today to flow with all of you and introduce yoga to some of you who may not have done it before. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, and I hope to do it again someday soon.